beautiful souls, welcome back to Mermaid Tarot with me, Natasha. It is nearly November, so that means we have today your November love reading. So we have 3 piles for you guys to choose from. So we have pile 1 here with the Elemental Tarot, pile 2 with the Magical Nordic Tarot, and then pile 3 with the Mermaid Tarot. So have a think about which one you are drawn to, and then skip ahead and go down to the description box below to skip to your reading, and I will see you there. Hi pile 1, so if you chose this Elemental Tarot, this is for you. So we're going to be looking at what's coming your way in love in November. So just before we get started, if you sort of read tarot yourself and you're interested in these cards, then check out the link above, because I did an unboxing. This is my first time doing a reading on YouTube with them, so I'm gonna post my comments after maybe a couple of readings, see what I think about them. Right, so what is coming your way this month? You have, first of all, you have 7 of Wands. You have the Emperor. So this deck's interesting because it doesn't have any people in it. You have the King of Swords in reverse. You have the Death card. Also, I don't know why I always call it the Death card rather than just saying death. It's very weird. And clarifying this top line, you have Queen of Coins, Queen of Pentacles. Hopefully you can see that. Then you have the 5 of Wands. So some very fiery wand energy here. You have Wheel of Fortune. And then you have the Fool. And some additional cards. So you have To Be Fair at 38, which works out as 11, which is a 2. You have Yin, which is another 2. I think you can see that, yeah. Then you have Willpower and Trust. So, I'll put these over here. Don't know if you'll be able to see those ones, that's the only thing. Nah, it'll be fine though. So, you guys, looking ahead for the month of, I was about to say May, but it definitely is not May, it's definitely November. Mercury retrograde, what are you doing to my brain? So first of all, you have the 7 of Wands with the Queen of Pentacles. So with the 7 of Wands, I feel like you guys are definitely putting your barriers up at the moment. I feel like some of you are definitely in a connection, whether that is in a full-on relationship, I do not know. I feel like it's not. I feel like a lot of you it's more like a situationship, but I feel like you're definitely putting up your barriers at the moment. You're putting up your walls. You're kind of trying to avoid fighting, avoid drama. I think you're trying to be this kind of Queen of Pentacles. I feel like she's one of those people that, you know, that Virgo energy. I feel like does she have Virgo energy? But I don't know why that came to my mind. But I feel like you can kind of like rise above it. Like that's the energy you need to be in. You need to be able to like rise above whatever's happening. Because I feel like this person in your life is kind of annoying you, and I feel like it's been going on for quite a while. So I am getting the sense of that. With the Emperor, so I feel like this is you putting up your barriers, putting up maybe, yeah, I feel like this is definitely you. And then it's quite interesting that you have these 2 like masculine energies with the Emperor and the King of Swords next to each other. So with the Emperor, I feel like this is your person, is representing your person. So I feel like they want to be in this Emperor. They want to be the provider. They want to be the person that kind of gives to you and all that like good stuff. They want to look after you. But I feel like at the moment they really can't. I feel like they don't know what they want from this connection. They're very conflicted with the Five of Wands here, and because of that, I feel like you guys are really, I feel like you're really struggling in this situation, is the feeling that I get from here. I feel like there's a need for you. You want there to be, I feel like you're somebody that probably gives more to them, even though they want to be the Emperor, the one that gives, but I feel like they're not. And there's a need for you guys to bring some balance back into this relationship, bring some fairness for yourself. Yeah, that's definitely, I feel like there needs to be some fairness, and I feel like you guys give and give and give, and you don't get much in return. But I feel like this person, I feel like their power's kind of been taken away from them at the moment. I feel like this is kind of what you've done. You kind of, maybe you've really disarmed them, and this is why maybe there's a lot of conflict going on, because this person just doesn't know how to deal with their feelings. They're coming up as the King of Swords in reverse. The King of Swords is not somebody that does feelings very well, and especially in the reverse. I feel like this is somebody that's really been taken out of their power. So they probably feel like they can't even rely on their logical mind at the moment. And then, yeah, you sort of really have disarmed this person. And I feel like in regards to your connection, so I'm sorry if you're single, but I'm really getting the sense that this is for people that are in like a situationship. So in regards to this whole situation, I feel like there is a need just to let it play out, because you do have this yin energy as well. So I feel like you need to be the divine feminine at the moment. We kind of just need to let this play out. Very interesting scene here with the fox and the fish, the beaver and the bird up here. With that fox, I feel like you kind of need to be a bit like the fox. You need to be cunning. You kind of sat there, not really doing much. Just, I feel like let them do the work, because I think once they do the work, then this is something that could work out. I feel like it's definitely something that there is a chance with these last two cards at the end. But there is a need for you to embody that kind of female yin, or not female, sorry, feminine energy of yin. And this is very much about letting them come to you. So if this person is your divine masculine with the Emperor here, there's a need for you to act like the divine feminine. You kind of need to let them come to you, even though, you know, it sounds very old-fashioned and it sounds very annoying. I feel like that is why willpower and trust is there, because I feel like Spirit is saying that you do need to have some trust in the universe. With that Wheel of Fortune, you have to have some trust that this person is going to do the work and manage to get themselves into a good place where they can, you know, give you what you need, and that you can move on. However, it's going to take you a lot of willpower there, because I feel like even though you are like a divine feminine, I'm getting the sense, you obviously still want this to work. So there is part of you that is going to really want to, you know, talk to this person, try and make them see sense, like be a lot more forward and proactive. And it's, oh sorry, I just hit the camera stand. But it's going to take some willpower for you to really back off and to not go after them. Because I feel like when you leave this person alone with their thoughts, I feel like there is going to be change within them. With death here, I like that it has a bee on there. Or maybe it's a wasp. It looks more like a wasp. I'm gonna have to, I still haven't really read the booklet yet, so I'm just getting used to these cards. But with that death card, I feel like they're gonna come to a realization that them being sort of king of swords in reverse isn't gonna work anymore. They need to come into their power. They need to get in touch with their emotions. They need to, you know, they really need to just be better. I hate to say it like that, but they just need to be better. Better at communicating, because that's what they're supposed to be good at, being King of Swords. But they're not even really doing that at the moment. So I think when that person has that realization, you're going to have the new start that you kind of want with the Fool. Because I find it interesting that you go from 13, which is death, then to the Fool. Of course, it's not the end of the major arcana, but it's kind of, you know, it's more than halfway through, and it is a very definite ending. So after that, there is a chance, and I feel like this is like a kind of very barren wasteland, and then you finally have some green poking through, and then you've got this trail that kind of leads off to nowhere. So I do think this person will take a leap of faith with this, but you just need to, I feel like you need to be really restrained and not push it too much. Not have your barriers up, don't get in conflicts with this person, because I feel like that's not going to help the issue. So your guidance cards for this month, you have oh, I remember pulling these and I was like, oh, interesting. So you have 7 of Swords. You have the Chariot, which is another 7. You have, didn't you have 7 of Wands there as well? Yes, you did. One of these people, I really need to start remembering numerology and what the numbers mean. Then you have Knight of Swords. And then you have Queen of Cups. I believe that's Queen of Cups. The only thing I would say about this tarot deck is the court cards. Knights are easy because they have the helmet, and the pages are easy because usually it's like a very small one. But sometimes telling the difference between king and queen can be difficult. And then you have, for cards you have Expect Powerful Change, New Moon Eclipse. You have You and Your Loved Ones Are Safe. And then you have Nothing Will Come of This Situation. So I get really worried about putting cards near there, like it's going to automatically set a light. With the 7 of Swords, I think this is Spirit saying, look, I know this person is, this person is not even really being truthful to themselves, they're not being truthful to you. But I think with the cards that are here, Spirit is saying, don't worry, this is going to change. With the Chariot and the Knight of Swords, this for me is very like forward movement, and you know, the Chariot, interesting, maybe one of you is a Cancer, because you have this is a Cancer sign, and then you have New Moon in Cancer. You guys will be moving forward, I feel, with the Chariot. The thing is with the Chariot, it doesn't move forward smoothly, because here you have the 2 dogs, which would be pulling in kind of different directions. they kind of represent, sometimes I think they represent, you know, the two options or two sides of your brain, like where they're kind of fighting it out. So it may take a bit of time, but just know this person, I feel like Spirit's saying, they will come to their senses and they are going to communicate with you. With that Knight of Swords, I always feel like it's really like rushing in, and it's really fast communication. I feel like it's probably going to happen this month. I feel like we're entering Scorpio season, so I feel like they're going to really be quite reflective. I feel like this could be quite good on an emotional level, because you do have to expect powerful change. So I feel like they could really come to a big realization, and it does change everything. So there is a need for you. I think you just really need to make sure that emotionally you're all good. Like, you know how to deal with your emotions, you know how to deal with their emotions. You need to be the, like, sort of the bigger person here, and just really, if they're starting to annoy you, if they're starting to, like, if you feel those walls slipping and you feel like you're about to lash out at them, just do your best to not. Even though at the time it might feel good, I feel like in the long term you just need to be in that kind of Queen of Cups energy, where she's just fine, she's just zen. Like, if someone's annoying you, go meditate, just walk away. Don't be the person that gets all riled up. Don't be like Queen. I feel like Queen of Wands would argue back, and she would go for it, whereas Queen of Cups is just like more chilled. This is Spirit saying don't worry, because I feel like if you worry about it, then it's just wasted energy, really, isn't it? Just wasted energy worrying about this person. Do not worry, because you have the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like there is a plan. Spirit is in the background trying to help you out, trying to smooth this all over. But just do your best to not worry, and to not get too like, I want to wrap my hands around your neck because you are annoying me so much. And then with this one, I feel like there's a need for you to put some more time, energy into yourself, your own well-being, because if this person is not like, if this situation is as annoying as it kind of feels to me, then you do deserve to have that time off, look after yourself, and yeah, look after your emotional well-being. You have two Cancer signs here. Cancers as a triple Pisces, I can relate to Cancers because they're also very emotional as well. So if you are a Cancer, I could feel like this probably is weighing very heavily on you and your emotions, and it's taking its toll. But you know, try and put some energy back into yourself this month. And that is everything that I see for you guys. So if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a big thumbs up. Thank you so much for being here, and if you like my style of content, remember to hit that subscribe button. It's really appreciated every time someone does, and I will see you again in the future. Hey pile 2, if you chose the Nordic Tarot, this is your reading. So let's get into this. So we're looking at what's coming your way in November for love. Let's move this. Right, so for your tarot cards you have, oh hang on, sorry, there we go. You have Ace of Cups, so emotions. You have Eight of Wands in the reverse. You have King of Swords. And then you have 10 of Pentacles. And then what we're doing is we're clarifying the row above. So for Ace of Cups you have Temperance and 3 of Wands. For Eight of Wands in reverse you have 9 of Wands. And then you have the Empress clarifying the King of Swords. And then you have the Ace of Wands in the reverse, clarifying Ten of Pentacles. For your cards, you have individuality in reverse. You have obedience in reverse. You have trapped. And then you also have movement. So here we go. Right, what are we seeing for you guys? So, Ace of Cups. I find it very interesting. Actually, let's talk about the Oracle cards. With movement and trapped, I feel like, because down here it talks of freedom as well, and with for me, Eight of Wands is all about movement and going and, you know, moving quickly, and that's in reverse. So that's, you know, with it being in reverse, it makes me think that there are roadblocks, things aren't going as quickly as you would like. So I feel like this month is all about, you know, trying to move forward as much as you can and getting out of, maybe at the moment you've been in an energy where you actually felt quite trapped by this kind of love situation that you're in. For all of these, I'm getting these are more, so for the previous one as well, it felt more like some sort of situationship, friends with benefits, or like early stages of a relationship. It didn't feel like someone that's in like a longer term commitment. So there's a need for you to try and make some forward movement. Get out of this mindset of feeling like you're trapped by it. Like, sometimes I think you get so caught up with wanting it to work that you feel trapped by it. You feel like if it doesn't work out, then nothing's going to be okay. And that kind of, when you're in that mindset, it's really hard to see your way forward. So I think this month there is a need for you to focus very much on your emotions with this Ace of Cups. I think you do need to focus on yourself. You do need to focus on filling your own cup up. And I think part of that is, you know, bringing some harmony to your life here, freedom with that trapped. And I think it's just mental freedom, guys. I feel like you need to stop thinking about this person so much. Stop thinking about your situation. Stop thinking there's nothing that you can do about it, because it is always something that you can do. And with this Temperance, I think this is a sign that it's, you know, it's not a situation that is going to go away quickly. So I feel like there is a need for you to have patience and to keep, very much to have patience, because this is a situation that's probably going to be going on for a while. So this is why you do need to focus on yourself at the moment, because by doing that, I think it's going to make it easier for you in the long run. Because I feel like maybe with this individuality, I feel like there is a slight sense of you not feeling like an individual, and maybe you're relying on your person too much to make you happy. So it reminds me kind of like devil energy, that kind of codependency. If you're thinking about them a lot, you've kind of lost your sense of self. And I feel like this month is a time for you to really break out, find yourself, and focus on you this month. Because I think by doing that, it's going to really help move your situation forward, and it's going to give you the resilience, because I feel like with this person there is a chance that it can work, but it's a need. You need to a lot of focusing on yourself. And you have obedience in reverse, so maybe you're somebody that maybe you're always going along with what your person wants. Maybe if they're like, oh, I don't want a relationship, you also agree and be like, oh no, I don't want a relationship too. And that's a lie. You're kind of lying to yourself. you're kind of like almost, I feel like you're almost trying to obey this person. I feel like this month it's the time for you to start speaking up for yourself, start going against your person if they're doing something you don't agree with, or if they're saying something like I don't know, just don't just keep going along with what they're saying. So if they're like, yeah, this is just friends with benefits, and you both know that you've got feelings for each other, then don't just be like, yeah. I think that it's a time to have some serious conversations. And those serious conversations, I feel like, probably are not going to happen this month with the Eight of Wands in reverse. So this is why I think you do need to have some patience and need to focus on yourself, because this isn't something that is going to resolve itself overnight. So with Eight of Wands reverse and then Nine of Wands, so it's all about determination. So I feel like you just need to have to keep hanging in there. Maybe like, if you're somebody that's dealing with a man, then men are not, obviously they're not the most they don't take hints very well, is what I was going to say. So I feel like you probably do need to start trying to broach the conversation about your feelings and how you feel, like what's happening, and have determination with it, because I feel like if you try and drop little hints about it, it's not going to work. But this person may try and avoid having big conversations with you, just because I do feel like they, with the energy here, I just feel like they're not in that mindset at the moment to have those conversations. So what we need you to be here is, I feel like your person's going to be the King of Swords. They're going to be somebody that's a lot more logical, a lot more more analytical. They're not so much in their emotions. I feel like this is the person that's not going to be like, they're not going to be professing their love for you this month. They're just going to be very like straightforward and to the point. And I think if you really do like this person, you kind of need to be like the Empress to their King of Swords. So for what they give you in being kind of colder and more analytical, don't rise to it, but there's a need for you to be like that softer, more feminine energy, you know, try to nurture them, try to show them your love for them without being like, you don't need to necessarily say I love you for them to know, but really show them through your actions what your feelings are. Because I feel like for this person at the moment, maybe the actions will speak louder than the words, and that will maybe start to get through to them. But all the time, I do think, I just keep coming back to this Ace of Cups. I really feel like there is just a need for you to very much do this for yourself as well. Like, nurture yourself, be kind to yourself, show yourself that you love you, because I feel like this relationship, as I said, it can work, but I feel like it's one of those things that's going to take a while, and it's going to feel like a long old slog to really get to where you want it to be. And then you have, at the end, you have Ten of Pentacles with the Ace of Wands in reverse. So I do love seeing Ten of Pentacles in relationship and love readings, because it feels very much more like that stable long-term relationship, potential for marriage and kids, and that kind of, well, if that's what you're into. Obviously different people, different strokes for different folks, as they say. If you're not into marriage, it's just a longer term commitment. But I feel like with the Ace of Wands being there, they're just not ready for that level of commitment yet. And I don't think it's not they won't ever be. I think they will eventually. That's why the Ace of Wands is in reverse, because I feel like it's there. It's maybe like at the back of their mind, but they're not ready yet. It's just a little fleeting thought rather than it being prominent in their mind about wanting to move this forward. So that's something to take into consideration. And then we have is there any other tarot readers when they are channeling and reading that get really sleepy? Because I feel like I yawn a lot when I channel, and it's very weird. So this is your guidance guys for November. So you have Six of Pentacles, gifts. You have the Tower, so foundation. You have Ten of Swords, completion. You have soul memories and gifts. So gifts coming up twice. You've done this before. Surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. And then you have friendship. Seek out your soul family, surround yourself with positive people, spend more time socializing. So, for you guys, I think Spirit is saying that I feel like this month, as I said, about focusing on yourself. You have that surrender to the sweetness card. So Venus energy, pleasure, joy. And with that lost lands as well, soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. I feel like there is a sense that maybe this is something that is a soulmate and you've kind of already gone in this cycle before in another lifetime. So if it feels familiar, then it may be because you've actually already done this. And maybe this is the time, maybe before you didn't end up working through it properly, and this is why you've needed to repeat it in this lifetime, because this is the one where you're going to finally learn how to do it. But in the meantime, while this is all going on, do not get too caught up on it. Do not let this person kind of dictate your happiness, dictate your life. You can bring your own joy. So whatever it is, make sure that you are bringing joy into your own life, whether that is, whatever it is for you. So for me, doing tarot brings joy into my life. Baking, eating chocolate, all those good things bring joy to my life. So whatever it is for you, scuba diving, but unfortunately not so much at the moment. So whatever it is that brings joy, puts a smile on your face, do it. And I feel like with the Six of Pentacles, this is you giving to yourself. I feel like you need to give to yourself. And it could be, as it says here, friendship. It could be that maybe you've spent so much time and energy on this person that you've kind of neglected your friends. Obviously the whole COVID situation is probably making us all neglect our friends as well, because it's not like we can really go see them. I guess it depends where you are in the world. But so there is, like Spirit saying, surround yourself with positive people. All your friends that are going to have your back, because this situation might be dragging your mood down a little bit, which is only to be, understood. With the Tower and the Ten of Swords, I feel like this is Spirit being like, well, this person is having their foundations tested. I feel like they're kind of on the brink of this Tower moment. I feel like they're kind of there. They're one short little shove away from having a bit of a breakdown and realization, breakthrough about you, about this connection. And when that does, I don't necessarily think it will take them a long time. As I said, if you've done this before in other lifetimes, they might kind of also remember too, and maybe remember what they learnt last time, even if they didn't finish the lesson, and that's why you're doing it again. They will have learnt something last time. So I feel like with that Ten of Swords here, it's a sign that it won't take them long. They'll soon be in that kind of completion phase, and I think once they've gone through that, it's going to be a lot more smooth sailing, and I think you'll just really appreciate all the energy that you've put into yourself, and I think they'll appreciate that too. I think they'll recognise that you look like a healthier, happy version of yourself. So I do see it working out positively for you, even though November does seem like it might seem a bit sucky, but I think you can make it unsucky by focusing on yourself, your own joy, and yeah, that sweetness that you get in life. So if this resonated with you, I'd love to hear from you. Please do comment down below. I respond to all the comments, and make sure that you hit that subscribe button, please. I'm so looking forward to watching my channel continue to grow. So thank you so much for anyone that has already subscribed. And thank you for watching, and I will see you again in the future. Hey Pile 3, if you chose this lovely Mermaid Tarot, this is your reading. So let's check out what November has in store for you with love. So, you have Six of Pentacles, you have the Lovers, you have King of Swords, which is interesting because that in reverse, and that came up in reverse in pile 1 as well, so maybe there's messages there for you. Queen of Wands. Then clarifying this row, you have Three of Swords in reverse for you. We like to see it in reverse, not so much in the upright. Then you have Eight of Cups. Then you have the Tower with the Ace of Pentacles, clarifying the King of Swords. And then you have the Ace of Cups. So two aces, so that's quite nice to see together. And my two favourite aces together for a love reading. And then you have, let me just, yeah, there we go. Then you have Courage. Then you have Love, Forgiveness, and then Round and Round in reverse, sorry. Right, for you guys, again, I feel like there's a lot of similar themes actually throughout all these three piles. That sometimes happens with tarot readings. It could just be, you know, kind of astrologically as well. We have a lot of stuff going on astrologically at the moment, so sometimes that can really influence the energies that are going on. So they do feel actually quite similar. So it's one of those things you might want to watch all three piles, because there might be messages in all three that do resonate for you. But what I'm seeing with the Six of Pentacles, and then that clarified by the Three of Swords, I feel like you are really giving to yourself this month, and this was similar for pile 2 as well. It's very important. I feel like oh sorry, just hit the camera. So I feel like with this Three of Swords that you're really in reverse, you're really healing some maybe past some wounds. It could be even wounds that are kind of inflicted by this relationship, situationship. I feel like for all of these it is more situationship-ish. I feel like this is somebody that you definitely really like, and maybe they've not treated you the way they should have. But I think you guys are really going to come into your power this month, and I think you're going to have the ability to really change the course of this relationship into your favour. So yeah, I do feel like you're giving a lot more to yourself, you're working on yourself, on healing. Things are really looking up for you emotionally, so if you have been struggling recently, have faith that it is going to get better. And then next you have the Lovers, and then the Eight of Cups. So how I'm reading this, so with the Mermaid Tarot, what I like about the Lovers card is actually it's not romantic lovers. When you look at this card, sorry, I don't know if that is in focus. I'm trying to get it to focus because I really like this Lovers card, because basically you look at them and you think, oh, they look very similar, maybe they're twin flames. They're actually the same person. So you have the mermaid version with the human, and it's all about reflecting on yourself, and it's all about self-love. So I feel like what's going to happen this month is I feel like this is very much an act of self-love that you are going to give. You're either going to walk away from this person, so voluntarily, might I add, or you're gonna pull back your energy. You're gonna basically, all this energy that you have been given to this person, I feel like you're really going to find your courage here. I feel like this is why courage is here, because I feel like you've probably gone back and forth about doing this quite a while, because I think you probably realise that this situation has not been ideal for you, probably for your mental health, for your self-esteem. These kind of situations rarely are good for your mental health. So I feel like you're, through an act of self-love, you're actually going to pull back your energy, or tell this person, or give them an ultimatum that basically, look, I love you, but I love me more. And that's so important, because you need to love yourself first, because I did read somewhere where it's like, the longest relationship you'll ever have is with yourself, and that is incredibly true. So that's who you need to have the best relationship with. That's the person you need to show the most love to, is yourself. So I feel like through this act of self-love, you are going to, you know, whether you do actually move on or you just, you know, pull back your energy. And I feel like this person probably has been taking you very much for granted. The love card has come up here, so I think I am getting this as self-love, but also I do feel the romantic love that is between the two of you. I feel like this person does have love for you, but I feel like they're probably not in a good space themselves. I feel like they're probably scared. With the next card, I feel like they're just really not in their power. This is not what they usually do. So they're very much out of their power, especially here with that King of King of Swords in reverse. So not only is the king kind of a bit cold, he's usually very logical, he's analytical, like he's good at businessy things, he's good with money, he's good with his thoughts, he's probably an intellectual, but when it comes to emotions, he's not very emotionally intellectual. And at the moment he's just I feel like by doing this, you're going to really take him out of his power, and he's going to really have to do some soul searching, some deep thinking, and I think that's really going to trigger him. He's going to really trigger him to realise what it was he had and what it is that he stands in losing. So this is why it's clarified by the Tower and the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like it's going to just completely rip down his notion of who he thought you were to him. Because I'm saying him because I feel like it's often this way round, but obviously substituting whatever pronouns, because obviously it's just because it's the king there. So however he felt he saw you is just going to be kind of shattered. I think when you're not there, when you're not giving him your energy and your light and your love, that's when he's going to realise, oh crap, I really do like this person, I can't believe I've taken them for granted. And it's going to cause a little bit of a meltdown, I feel, with that Tower. I don't see it being a massive like dark night of the soul type thing. I don't think they're going to be plunged into like a depression. I think it's just going to really, they're going to be shook. They're not going to be able to believe that this happened. And I think what that means is that with the Ace of Pentacles, that they're going to be kind of ready to then be able to offer something to you, something that is more substantial, that is more like a relationship rather than what's been going on. Because I feel like at the moment this is probably how you feel. It's round and round and round, and I feel like it's coming up in reverse because it's something that needs to end. It's not doing you any good, it's not doing them any good. I feel like it just really needs to end. Sorry about that, my camera battery just decided to die. And then I feel like towards the end of the month, you're coming into your power. You're going to be the Queen of Wands. You're going to, I feel like by doing this, by focusing on you, you're going to have this kind of like a glow up. You're going to grow in confidence. I feel like this confidence is going to lead you to be able to, I feel like you can probably manifest this person into being how you want them to be. And generally, yeah, I feel like it's going to be very successful, because then you have it clarified by the Ace of Cups, which is very much that, you know, a lot of joy, a lot of happiness, very much, yeah, just a lot of joy, I feel like, because this person's going to come back, and I feel like the forgiveness is here, because you're going to tell them, you know, I forgive you for treating me like that, but, you know, don't let it happen again. So, your guidance that you have, you didn't have a lot of guidance, actually. The cards didn't want to give you very much. So you actually have 17 and 18, you have the moon, and then you have the star. So, and then you have be bold, make the first move, cardinal moon. A new start is coming, new moon. And then have faith in your dreams. So, I love that this is, I've just realised this come out with the star, which for me is all about dreaming. It's all about, after you've been through some dark stuff, having that faith, that hope that things are going to work out now. So I think Spirit is saying, you know, have that faith. You know, you've got that butterfly on here. It's, I always feel like this looks like it's, the sun is rising, like it's kind of in the morning. Yeah, and the sun is coming up. It's near to coming light again. It's all good, is the feeling I get from this. The moon, I feel like there's probably a need for you to reflect on yourself, your fears. Just work on yourself a little bit. I don't think that you need to go crazy with like a tower moment. I don't think you need that, but just maybe for you to be able to come into your power, to come into that Queen of Wands, there's a need for you to recognise what are your fears in this relationship, what has been holding you back so far, because I think that once you shine a light on it and you recognise it, it's going to give you a lot of power to realise, actually these are things I don't need to be scared of, and you know, you can, that means you're not going to be manifesting them happening either. So be bold, make the first move, and I feel like this is in relation to being like, hey, this isn't working for me, I need change, or I need to walk away. So I think making that first move is going to really work out for you, because then you do have that a new start is coming, and with these cards I feel like it is positive. I feel like it will work out. This person just needs, I feel like they just need a bit of a shake, something that's going to make them realise what it is they stand to lose, and this could really be it. So that is everything that I see for you guys. If this resonated with you, then please do comment down below. I love hearing from you all, and remember to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you again in the future. Thanks so much for being here.